is weather time once again with KIMT Storm Track 3 meteorologist Sara Knox. And Sara, we're still seeing a little bit of that smoke, and a lot of folks are still keeping an eye on that.
And I don't blame them. I think it's important to do. An air quality alert remains in effect for all of Iowa, so including all of our counties as well. Luckily, though, further to the north, Minnesota has been able to drop that air quality alert. So I moved the camera looking for the north, where we see beautiful blue sky. Yes, there is still evidence that there are some particulates floating around a little higher up in the atmosphere. Wildfire smoke is not completely out of the region, and that's why air quality is still in the yellow, moderate. This is a little more normal. Of course, we would love to see the green, but how things change, right? We remember at the beginning of the week, everything over here was red and orange. Now that has moved further to the east, thanks to the cold front that brought us all the rainfall yesterday. So like I said, some of us remain under that air quality alert until tomorrow morning, including the entire state of Iowa, portions of Wisconsin and Michigan. That's where we saw the reds, unhealthy air, the oranges as well. Now, the reason why Iowa is still in this air quality alert, because watching as a lot of that smoke kind of swoops back just a bit, caught in a little bit of a spin in the atmosphere, but most of that will be moving away as we head through the rest of Thursday. All right, on to satellite and radar. It looks pretty busy, especially when it comes to the cloud cover. And yes, I showed it the camera to the north where we're seeing more of the blue sky. But if I swung the camera around, we would see plenty of clouds to the south, the east, the west. It's all there, and it's also bringing a chance for a tiny sprinkle or two. So keeping an eye on that. I think the high pressure will ultimately beat it out, and maybe we'll get a little sprinkle. That's about it. Most of us will be staying pretty dry. If I step out of the way, you can see where the cold front that brought us all the rain yesterday and the wildfire smoke continues to head off to the east and unfortunately bring the smoke that way. Now back to home, temperatures, they've really rallied with more sunshine and less of the filtered sunshine at that. 74 currently in Rochester, right where we should be. A little warmer in Mason City at 75. And we're seeing that yellow color across the mountain. Not the greens, not the 60s, the 50s, not the oranges, not the 80s. Right where we should be, and it's a significant difference when you compare it to just 24 hours ago. That's where we start to see some of the oranges and reds. We're up 17 degrees from 24 hours ago in Mason City. It's a bump up of 18 degrees in Rochester. Moving over to future track, it's not picking up on as much of the cloud cover we're seeing, especially some of the smaller speckled clouds, but it's getting a pretty decent, or doing a decent job of picking up of what's further to the west. Overall, a mixture of clear skies and cloudy conditions throughout the evening. Nothing too much to worry about. Precipitation chances, just a smidge over the next couple hours, days. This is very common for what we usually see when it comes to springtime. We get those chances during the evenings, afternoons sometimes, but then as we head into the weekend, we watching another cold front come our way. That has the potential to bring some more showers and storms, but also cool us down significantly for the start of the next work week before we are back into the 80s on Wednesday.